should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Petty now. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. Now, speaking of Jeffrey, he made some news after the season when he made the declaration, and I'm quoting here, "I guarantee you will win the Super Bowl next year," unquote.
Doesn't have quite the same ring as when we heard it before the Jets-Colts Super Bowl. But at the same time, I think a lot of people around the Chicago area probably will appreciate that. Confidence in the team, confidence in the organization. Someone wants to put himself on the line. Alshon Jeffrey looking for a bounce-back season in 2017. Didn't get to the 1,000 mark the last 2.
And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile. He makes any quarterback that much better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. That is caught inside the 5. And on the note of Alshon Jeffrey, partner, is he a piece that the Bears can build around next year?
He should be because of his talents. I mean, think about it this way. When he goes out and runs a route, I don't care how much you cover him, with his size and ability and catch radius, he's almost never covered. The key for him is staying healthy, staying on the field, because if he has that dependability, then you definitely can build around him.
Last year, 12 games, over 800 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has 26 total TDs in his 5 years in the league. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jay Cutler scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Petty. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, this is Forte. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Looking back at this year for Matt Forte, best game came in week 2. Had 3 touchdowns, rushed for over 100 yards. Altogether, 8-13 on the season. Missed the last couple games with an injury. So how do the Jets look at that position going forward?
Well, I'm about to provide motivation for him because I know that if he hears this, he'll say, I'll show you. But I don't think he's a lead back anymore. I think the Jets need to look to get one of those guys and make Matt Forte a complimentary piece. Be a terrific third down back. He pass blocks well. He catches it terrific out of the backfield and can surprise you running the football. I still think there's value for him. I just don't see him in the lead role any longer. Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their big tight end from 8 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Cutler looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. He completes it right side to White. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On second down, Cutler. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, Cutler. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Sam Acho there for the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, Forte. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The lone setback is Langford. Now after the interception, here's Cutler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2nd down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Cutler. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The lone setback is Langford. Throwing now. Cutler on 1st down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Another pistol look here. Here's Petty. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go. Leopard. No.
They'll throw now on the final play. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And, Charles, there is a reason that they say Revis Island is in the vicinity of this guy. That's why.
It's obviously where receivers run routes. but none of them very successfully. And right now, there's another head coach asking his offensive coordinator, when are we going to learn? Don't throw it to that guy.
They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit!
Petty now. His throw caught at about the 5. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a shotgun snap as he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Off the play fake to Langford. It's Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They fake the give to Carey. Now Cutler. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Fielded at the 43. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board.
And eventually take him down here. Great coverage downfield. Leonard Floyd in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Let's go. 3-19. Gun. Back nine and out, Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Peake's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Petty. Eluding the pressure right. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from 3 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that makes it 14-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 64 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The lone setback is Langford. Now Cutler on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Cutler. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching now, Barney.
Petty now. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. And got his man. Complete. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 35 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he's going to fight his way. Game. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Forte again. They'll lose a yard and it brings up third. And this is they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. First carry here for Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out off.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 58 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's first. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits...
That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.